Good day, ladies and gentlemen, TTD here, bringing you some more distinctly average gaming action. Now today I'm going to be having a look at Diablo 3, one of last year's biggest games, renowned, infamous even, for a couple of things. First and foremost, the auction house, which introduced the somewhat controversial real money auction house, which some people claim to have made tens of thousands of dollars / pounds on, and also famous for the Error 37 message, a message that I received on a number of occasions when I first got this game. I recall sitting down attempting to log in hundreds of times and getting absolutely nowhere. Now I have played this to the nearly to the very end of Hell. I believe it's called Hell difficulty, so I'm nearly at Inferno. My Witcher, that's the wrong game, my Wizard, just been playing the Witcher, my Wizard is level 57, so I'm nearly there with my Wizard. But I've always wanted to play a monk, so today that's what I'm going to be doing. I've played a monk to about level 12 before, but never really got much further than that. In fact, I haven't really played any of the melee classes. I've stuck primarily to range, which is unlike me. So today, I'm going to give the monk a go. I'm going to give it some time, play it through with you guys. So without further ado, let's jump in to Diablo 3. Now we shall be watching the cutscene, because the cutscene is pretty good, being a Blizzard cutscene. They do good cutscenes. Act 1.
The gods are in all things, and everywhere I see signs of change. The wind bears an unnatural chill, and my people grow uneasy. Now, fire burns the sky and scorches the vault of the heavens. I must carry out the will of the patriarchs. When they need to see, I am their eyes.
What a trooper. What a trooper he is.
Where they wish to strike, I am
And their feasts.
When they would ignite the light of truth, I am their torch. They have sent me to where the heavenly fire has fallen.
Tristram.
My mind is clear. I will rid Tristram of the shambling corpses that have risen in the fire's wake.
So here we are. We've just arrived at the outskirts of New Tristram. New Tristram, of course, is new because the old one was destroyed by undead creatures. Tristram is perhaps the unluckiest town in the whole of the world. It's constantly under siege from pretty ugly looking monsters like these guys here. So, as we make our way down to Tristram, we will meet a few risen undead, and all we've got to do is punch them in the face with lightning, and that normally does the trick. So heading down here, we reach the gates of New Tristram, where we meet the one and only Captain Rumford. Let's see what he's got to say.
The fallen star has upset the balance of this land. I seek it.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. Should speak with her.
So there you go. We need to speak with Leah, but before we do so, we must We must save the city, or the town, from the siege of the undead. I believe there's an achievement for killing these guys within 20 seconds that I haven't yet got. So let's just see if I'm able to do that. Not looking too bad. Come on, punch them in the face, hit them harder. Give me that achievement. Oh, no love. No love at all. So here we go. In the Tristram we go, as you can see. Bodies burning over here. That's pretty standard in Tristram. You know, most towns have like a village hall, a church, and a pub. This town has burning bodies, and that's a pretty common sight. Look at them, not even phased, just standing there casually. So running through here. Now I will point out before we go any further that when you first start the game, this chap isn't here. There is no artisan. Oh, sorry, artisan. There is no blacksmith. He's an artisan because I've leveled him up. So there is no blacksmith when you first start the game. But the blacksmith is account bound. So once you've unlocked him in one playthrough on one character, it will transfer across to all other characters. That includes the gold in the game as well. So if we go to the inventory tab, we'll see that I've got 242,000 gold. Obviously you don't start with that amount. Oh, that's my banner. Not worried about that. You don't start with that amount. But again, it's account bound, which is quite a cool facet of the game. So here we go. Little book here to have a quick read of. Deckard Cain there. He's one of the main characters in the whole of the game, the whole of the Diablo franchise. But I will interrupt him because we're trying to get through this. We're playing Diablo. We aren't listening to lore.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. Tried to search for him. The dead were already rising.
So there's a clue there. That's what we're going to be doing. Need to run in and save Deckard Cain, but before we do so, need to kill more villagers. If in doubt, kill the villagers. This is killing business indeed. Let's have a look in here. I believe there's a book in here. Leah's book. Now Leah is Deckard's niece. And she's a pretty cool character, Leah. She's a little depressing, to be honest. She's not the happiest bunny in the world, but given her past and given what awaits her in this game, you can't really blame her for being a little bit down. So let's just see it. Got a new skill by the looks of it. No, that's the wrong button. There we go. New skill. What have we got? Lashing tail kick. Unleash a deadly roundhouse kick that is effective against small groups of enemies. So let's have a look at this. Bang! There you go. Pretty cool looking tick. So let's have a chat with Leah.
I will send them back to their graves.
I will save your town. One thing that I've always really wondered about is why this dude is Russian. He's a monk. And the Russians are renowned for a lot of things. The KGB, communism, Putin, Stalin, red. I'm not sure where I got red from. They're like red over there in Russia, but they aren't renowned for their monks. He looks Tibetan. He dresses like a Tibetan monk. He probably should be a Tibetan monk, but in fact he's Russian. He's a Tibetan monk with a very strong Russian accent. I mean, the only martial art I've ever seen a Russian do is Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin's judo tutorial, which involves him riding half naked on a horse. Let's nip into Deckard Cain's house here. Now, if you haven't seen that tutorial, I would of course highly recommend it, as you'd be surprised. You may think, well, judo on a horse, half naked, that's not needed, but I've been ambushed on numerous occasions by random men on horseback, and I've had to defend myself with horse judo and strip myself topless, of course, before I participate in that. So don't put Putin down. His videos have potential. But alas, I digress. So Deckard Cain giving us a bit more of a talk. The books are really useful. I hadn't played Diablo 1 or 2, so they were very beneficial when it came to lore, as I really had no idea what was going on until Deckard, Leah, and everyone you find along the way really helps explain that.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Don't worry, I'm a Russian monk. I've so got this. Just point me in the right direction and I will punch Finns in the face with lightning and they will die. Shimposh. So the barricades are being attacked. So what we need to do here is pwn these guys. Choose our new ability. There we go. And you see the bad guy highlighted in yellow. That's one of the wretched mothers, the ones vomiting up this vile hell spawn. So what we need to do is kill those, as they are our first step to victory. Picked up a few items there. We haven't got any shoes yet, so let's equip those. And that sword, although it's pretty poor, is better than our current fist weapon, so let's just equip that. We're going to dual wield like a boss. Everyone knows that dual wielding is the way to go. When you reach high difficulties, a shield isn't a bad idea for a monk, but when it comes to normal, you can pretty much equip whatever you fancy and still be absolutely fine. The game is a bit of a cakewalk on normal, but it's still most enjoyable. Let's grab those gloves and equip those as well. Gloves. They haven't even got a name, it's just gloves. I believe the next wretched mother is just up here. Bit of lore here. Let's listen to the lore.
I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their...
That's enough, Deckard. That's enough. So there's the first wretched mother that we need to kill. Let's push her back and kill her minions. Minions. Which again is all pretty straightforward at this stage. It's pretty easy to punch undead in the face really hard with lightning. And as soon as you start doing that, as soon as you start punching things in the face with lightning, they invariably die. Now, as you see here, we've got a musty cellar. This won't always be here. There is a very random element to the Diablo 3 maps. In this area you've got the musty cellar, the dank cellar, the cellar, the other cellar. There are lots of cellars, there are a few hollows that you can go into as well. And they'll all contain random things, a few bit of loot perhaps, a few monsters to kill, and they all help you work towards certain achievements. What law is this? It's Abdal Hazim. He's such a funny lad. He talks about how he had to kill Quilfins with his shoes. What a hero. I need a sword. So as you can see in here, we've got a lot more undead feasting on the remains of the residents of Tristram. There's a plunderer. You see how that has sympathy for him. Plunderers shouldn't be plundering. Let's kill that guy as well. So as you see, not a lot really to be gained from coming down here in this instance. A little bit of gold. That was the worst kick ever. A little bit of gold, but not an awful lot. Normally you get a few bigger monsters that drop pretty epic loots, but just not in this instance. So, let's head back out of here. Make our way back towards the wretched mothers. Those wretched mothers, the ones that curse upon their houses, a plague upon the wretched mothers' houses. I need to get out more. So there we go. Again, pulling those in the face, and as you'll see, as you go through, you find like random boxes just like that, and these will contain journals, which again give you experience, but also help you work towards achievements, which is always nice. Now, normally, I explore every single area of the game, but I probably won't do so in this instance, unless I find something of interest, in which case my OCD will definitely kick in and make me explore it. So we're going to head over here, as I think the next wretched mother is over in this direction. Yep, there she is. Hello, Mum. So let's kill her before she pukes out anything else. Push her back, punch her in the face. There we go. So, oh, short bow. Wonderful. Level 3, even better. Cool, so we've unlocked a new skill by reaching level 3. You'll find that as you go through the game. In fact, I'll give you a quick overview now. So as you level up, you unlock new skills, and more than that, as you level up, you unlock different abilities within that particular skill. So I don't have any as of yet because I'm such a low level, but you unlock, I think they're runes if memory serves me correctly, and that allows you to alter your current skill. I'm going to equip Deadly Reach, one, so you guys can have a look at it if you haven't seen it before, and two, because it allows you to hit things in the face from a further distance. So although you lose the epic lightning effect, you are able to punch things from a lot further away, just like that. So your strikes are more piercing. It's more like you're sort of throwing a dagger or a knife in their face, because you can attack from a further distance, and also you can attack multiple enemies at once from that distance as well. More precise strike, I would say, and I quite like it. I mean, they're both pretty epic. Shooting lightning in a bad guy's face, or punching him in the face with some sort of flaming, well, it's not flaming, but it could be some sort of jagged wind shot, is still pretty cool. So either way, you aren't going to go wrong. So let's talk about the monk class a little bit here. Oh, there's a well. Oh, I didn't want to go down wells, but fine. OCD kicks in, and down the well we go. What's it called? This is the cave under the well. Let's go under. I remember this one. There are loads of bad guys that appear, but that's fine. So yeah, the monk class is obviously a melee class. It's a little different from the barbarian, which is the other melee class in the game, in that you can't really stand around being punched in the face for a long period of time. The barbarian's big, he's strong. It's like, look, I wear big armor, I've got a giant beard, you can punch me in the face all you want, and it truly isn't an issue. Whereas the monk, he's a more sensitive kind of guy. He's in touch with his spiritual side, hence spirit, the resource, that's the word I'm looking for, the resource that he uses for his skill set, which regenerates as you punch things in the face. He can't afford to be pwned all the time, so what he needs to do is dodge. And you can do that by stacking certain skills, but to be completely honest, as I said earlier on, that isn't that important at this stage in the game. At this stage in the game, the most important thing really is just to enjoy yourself, equip some badass weapons, and just punch things in the face, kick things in the head, and make sure they die pretty swiftly. So, I believe that's all cleared out now. Unfortunately, again, no epic loots. I've run the wrong way. The exit is the little blue bit on the map there. Oh, there's a villager. Let's kick him when he's down. Steal his gold. get back out to Tristram. Now I believe there she is. There's the wretched mother. I knew she's around there somewhere. Made pretty light work of her. Town should be safe, but before we do anything else, we must go and finish off the wretched mother's queen, I believe, is over there. But before I do, I found another hole. This is the dank cellar this time. Lots of cellars in this game, so let's equip our chest armor. That axe appears to be better than both my sword and my fist weapon, so let's give that a go. And jump down into the dank cellar to see what awaits me. Aha! We have an epic creature. That's what I want to see. Sarkoff! So on harder difficulties, these creatures can cause a bit of problem. You have to kite them, run around a lot, come back, avoid death, probably die, come back. But on these sort of difficulties, those creatures aren't really going to cause you any problems at all. Thick buckler, do I want to take that? I probably should, but in fact I've managed to get myself a purple weapon, which gives me damage, increases attack speed, gives me a bit more protection as well. All good stuff. So there we go. Where's the glove? That's a 5. The 5 can be equipped. Epic. Look at that new sword. Look how it glows. Let's zoom in. Oh, no trees in the way. There she. Look at that sexy sword right there. So let's get back out to Old Tristram Road. It should now tell me. There you go. To go and kill the wretched queen in the old ruins. So we're heading towards the old ruins where Tristram once stood before it was destroyed by big nasty things. Now I believe she's just over here. There she is. With our new sword. Oh my god. We absolutely own face. No, I lied. There she is. But still, we absolutely own face. I'm loving that new sword. It's always epic getting a sword like that when you first start the game. It just makes life so much easier. You can, of course, if you've got characters of a higher level or you're absolutely minted, you can buy items on the auction house and then you can pass those down to your lower level characters to give them a bit of a boost, to twink them a little bit. But I decided not to do that with this guy, as I thought it'd be more fun for you guys and for myself really to play through from the very start in kind of a vanilla fashion. So I'm just going to clear this area here, finish these guys off, as it seems rude not to. Oh, he's still alive. He is still alive. Punch him in the face. There you go. How'd you like me now? So one final area to explore, just over here. And then, what we need to do is head back to Tristram, have a chat with Leah, and go and rescue her uncle, Deckard Cain. Because that Deckard Cain, the lad needs rescuing. He's too important to the Diablo world not to be rescued. We can't just be like Deckard, I'm sorry man, it's just not my best interest, Deckard. I just don't like it that much, man. You've got to stay where you are, because that's not the case. Deckard is an absolute hero, so we need to go down there and save Deckard Cain. So I appear to have cleared the area. All is well. Look at that, dual wielding those swords like a boss. Let's destroy those barrels for shits and gigs. There it is. Back to New Tristram. So, let's go and have a chat here to Captain Rumford.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Exactly, you tell them, rusty friend, you tell them. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will have to do it for this particular mission here. In the next mission, we shall be going with Leah down into the doldrums of hell itself, kind of, to drag Deckard Cain out. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure casting for you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, then please feel free to subscribe. If it's something you did like, then do thumbs the video up. And as ever, I've been TTD, and you have been awesome.